Welcome to The Explainer. So, I want you to imagine for a second that you run an unapproved childcare facility in Tokyo. You pour your absolute heart and soul into caring for these kids, but you're constantly looking for ways to stand out in a crowded market. Well, what if I told you that you could upgrade your facility to absolute top-tier status, offer a world-class English education, and, here's the kicker, do it with zero out-of-pocket costs and zero extra burden on your staff? I mean, it sounds completely impossible, right? But it is actually happening right now.
It's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you survive and thrive when you are actively competing against approved preschools? You desperately need a differentiator, and we know parents today are actively seeking out early English education. But there's a massive roadblock. Hiring a dedicated, on-site native English teacher in Tokyo is going to run you upwards of 4 million yen a year. For a lot of independent facilities, that completely shatters the budget. You want to offer this premium education, but the math just doesn't add up.
But we've got a bit of a secret weapon to show you today that completely rewrites the rules. We're looking at this brilliant fusion of human expertise and cutting-edge ed tech. The solution is actually combining live, remote native English teachers with an incredibly engaging, interactive AI presence right in your classroom. We're talking about the Kebbi Air S robot. It literally brings the premium quality of a real native speaker and the physical magnetism of a robot together into one seamless package. Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to look at how to become the preschool every parent chooses, the actual magic behind this robot, why it means zero extra work for your staff, the future skills these kids will develop, the big financial reveal, and finally, how to grab a free demo.
First up, let's talk about differentiating your facility and becoming that ultimate chosen preschool.
You know better than anyone that the preschool market in Tokyo is fiercely competitive right now. We're seeing a massive shift from a competition of just quantity to a competition of quality. To build a strong brand, you need something unique, real educational value. But as we just discussed, that 4 million yen price tag for a native teacher is a huge barrier. And arguably even more importantly, we have to talk about your current staff. Your Japanese childcare workers are already stretched to the limit, aren't they? You simply cannot ask them to take on the extra burden of planning and teaching an English curriculum. They need a solution that works for them, not against them.
Which brings us to the specific technology making this possible, the absolute magic of the Kebbi AI robot.
Now, I want to be super clear. This isn't just a basic tablet propped up on a stand or some cheap plastic toy. The Kebbi Air S is a seriously advanced piece of educational technology. It features 12 servo motors, which means it moves smoothly, it dances, and uses lifelike gestures. It's got touch sensors on its head, its belly, its palms, so when a kid interacts with it, it actually reacts. It's wild. Plus, with a 6-microphone noise-canceling array, it can hear the children perfectly even in a chaotic, noisy classroom. And its digital face is incredibly expressive, lighting up in full color to totally capture and hold the rapt attention of young kids.
But here's the real magic trick powering this whole experience. The robot isn't just running some boring automated pre-recorded script, not at all. Through telepresence, professional Filipino native English teachers control the robot remotely in real time. Basically, the Kebbi Air S acts as a physical 3D avatar for a live, highly trained human teacher located overseas. The teacher sees the kids, hears them, speaks to them naturally, and actively makes the robot gesture and dance right along with the lesson.
And this leads right into what might be your biggest operational fear, adding more work for your staff. Let's look at how this creates a completely stress-free classroom.
This brilliantly illustrates the difference. Think about traditional online English for a second. You've got a flat, 2D screen. Young kids get distracted in about 5 seconds, right? So what happens? Your Japanese childcare staff have to run around, manage the class, play IT support, and constantly try to keep the kids focused. It's exhausting. But with robot telepresence, the 3D physical presence of the Kebbi robot completely mesmerizes them. Because that remote teacher is actively controlling a highly engaging physical object right there in the room, the kids just naturally stay focused. And this means zero management is needed from your on-site staff. They can literally just stand back, smile, and enjoy watching the kids learn.
And the structure is highly optimized too. 15 minutes. That is the magic number. We're talking about highly effective, action-packed 15-minute lessons conducted 3 times a week. This is brilliant because it slots perfectly into those natural gap times of a preschool's daily schedule. You don't have to redesign your entire day or drop other activities. It just slides right in.
All right, beyond just keeping them entertained, let's look at what they are actually learning and how we're cultivating tomorrow's leaders with future skills.
Because this isn't just a gimmick.
We actually have the academic research to back this up. According to a 2025 study published in the Sensors and Materials Journal, and I quote, "Robots are an effective tool in language education. It has been proved that robots enable collective learning and efficient communication." End quote. So the science absolutely validates that bringing robotics into language instruction significantly enhances student engagement, their motivation, and ultimately the outcomes of what they learn. So the kids aren't just rotely memorizing a list of English words. They are actually learning through English to build critical, non-cognitive future skills tailored for the AI era. They're developing creativity through open-ended interactions and music. They're building vital communication and collaboration skills by interacting not just with the robot, but with their peers during the lesson. And crucially, they gain digital literacy. This is incredibly positive, interactive early exposure to advanced technology. It's a total, holistic educational upgrade.
Okay, now for the part you've probably been waiting for, the financial reveal. Let's talk about Tokyo's Suku Waku Program. So the absolutely crucial point here is zero. The actual out-of-pocket cost for your facility to implement this premium edtech solution is effectively 0 yen. I know, it sounds literally too good to be true, but it is entirely real, all thanks to a very specific initiative in Tokyo.
It's called the Tokyo Suku Waku Program. Basically, this is a targeted subsidy with a 10 out of 10 rate, meaning 100% of the costs are covered, up to a maximum amount of 1.5 million yen per year. But there is a slight catch. To qualify for this as an unapproved facility, you absolutely must hold Tokyo's specific Certificate of Compliance with Unlicensed Childcare Facility Guidance and Supervision Standards. If you've got that certificate, well, you basically hold the golden ticket to this funding.
And look at what that 1.5 million yen actually buys you. It covers the outsourcing fees for the remote Filipino teachers. It covers the lease, or even the purchase of the Kebbi Air robot itself. It covers additional ICT equipment your facility might need, like iPads or large monitors, and even the Wi-Fi communication costs to run the whole thing. The subsidy is literally designed to cover the entire technological ecosystem, so you don't have to piece it together or pay for it yourself.
So what's next? Let's talk about how to get things rolling and book your free demo.
The path to getting this set up is super simple and totally risk-free. Step 1, just double-check your eligibility by ensuring you have that compliance certificate. Step 2, book a free 15-minute online demo. You get to see the Kebbi robot and the remote teacher in action and actually watch how kids respond to it before you make any commitments at all. Step 3, you'll receive a customized financial plan showing exactly how that Suku Waku subsidy applies to your specific setup. And Step 4, you launch your new robotic English program and instantly elevate your facility's brand.
It's pretty rare to find a chance to completely upgrade your business, take a huge load off your staff, and give kids a genuinely amazing educational experience, all without touching your budget. So my final question to you is, are you ready to transform your preschool into a cutting-edge, future skills facility at absolutely zero cost? Check that certificate, book your demo, and seize this incredible opportunity to see the future of education for yourself.